Welcome to our vlog!
I am Jisa Basa.
And I'm Jayan Kahigas. And today, we'll be talking about ways to assess grammar skills, a very important part of language teaching and learning.
That's right! Grammar is one of the main parts of language learning, and knowing how to assess it properly helps teachers to understand how much students have learned.
So in this blog, we'll talk about different ways to assess grammar, share some real classroom examples, and at the end, we'll give our personal reflections about what we've learned.
So what are you waiting for?
Let's go!
When we say grammar assessment, it means checking how well students can use grammar in both writing and speaking. It's not only about answering test paper, it's also about how they apply grammar in real communication.
Exactly! It helps teachers see what students already know and what they still need to work on, and how they can improve their lessons.
The first one is written tests and quizzes. This is the most common way or method where answers activities like fill in the blanks, sentence corrections, or error identification. For example, students might complete a sentence like, "She go to school every day." This checks if they know how to use present tense verbs.
Grammar can also be assessed through oral tasks like interviews, role plays, or conversations. For instance, in a classroom, the teacher may ask students to talk about their weekend. While they speak, the teacher observes how they use tenses and sentence structure. Alright class, let's talk about your weekends.
I went to the beach and we played volleyball and swam in the sea.
Nice! Good use of past tense. Went, played, and swam.
Another way is through writing tasks. Students can write short paragraphs, essays, or journals. Teachers look at students' use grammar and context. Things like subject, verb, agreement, and punctuation.
Learning grammar can also be fun. It doesn't have to be boring. Teachers can use games like grammar bingo, sentence building puzzles, or online quizzes. This not only tests grammar's knowledge of the students but also make the assessment fun and help students learn while playing.
And finally, we have a performance-based assessments. These are tasks where students use grammar naturally, like making a vlog, performing a skit, or writing an A-bill. It's a more authentic way to see how they really use grammar in communication.
In classrooms, grammar assessment happens all the time. For example, a teachers might ask students to describe their daily routine using simple present tense. Or when students write a short story using past tense, the teachers checks how consistent their grammar is.
These are simple but effective way teachers can see if students really understand grammar and can use it in real life.
You know what, partner? What I've learned about this vlog is that assessing grammar is not just about giving tests. It's about helping students to use grammar in real communication. I realized that grammar assessment is very important because it guides both teacher and the students to learn on how to improve learning.
Exactly, partner. I also learned that when we make grammar assessment fun and practical, students become more confident and interested in learning. As a future teacher, I'll make sure to assess grammar in many ways, not just through exams, but also through writing, speaking, and creative tasks.
Like this vlog! And that's it for our vlog on ways to assess grammar skills.
We hope you learned something new and useful today.
Remember, grammar assessment isn't not just about correctness, it's about communication.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!